Hi guys, welcome back to my video. Today we are going to be talking about reflexes. This very, and I mean very, closely ties into the nervous system. So watch that video before this, that'd be if you want, you don't have to. But there are some new words that we discovered in the video before this. But reflexes, we all know what reflexes are, you've probably heard of it before, but you know, what actually is it? The definition, well, not really a definition, but it's basically a rapid, automatic response to certain stimuli that don't involve conscious part of brain, and they reduce injury basically. For example, if someone were to come at you and try hit you, you would automatically move away from them. You wouldn't even really think that you're moving away from them, but your body does it pretty much unconsciously. Or if you were to shine a bright light into the eye, the pupils will automatically get smaller. And so less light can get into the eye and it stops it getting damaged. I don't know if you've ever seen this. You could give it a try, or perhaps not, because it's not the best thing to do. But if you were to ever shine a bright light in your eye and video it, you could see your pupils automatically getting smaller. This is to prevent injury. Or if you were to get a shock, be surprised, say someone just jumped out and someone just, jumped out your cupboard or something. Your body releases the hormone adrenaline in your adrenal glands automatically. It does this by the effectors, because as we talked about before, the effectors are muscles or glands, and with a response they can secrete hormones like adrenaline. Sorry. We'll talk about that in a bit. So the passage of information in a reflex. So basically a reflex is passage of information. So it goes from the receptor to the effector. And this, the passage of information from the receptor to effector, is called the reflex arc. The reflex arc goes through the CNS. So neurons in the reflex arc go through the spinal cord, or the unconscious part of the brain. So the neurons go through the CNS, so the spinal cord, or unconscious part of your brain. Unconscious part of your brain. That's why you don't think about doing it. I think I just spelled unconscious part wrong, but that's fine. So, for example, a stimulus. Let's go for our little flow chart. It's very easy to comprehend this way. You have your stimulus, okay? For example, a bee sting. Is detected by the receptors. Receptors detect stimuli. And then impulses are sent along the sensory neuron. And then we get to a synapse. Remember, we're talking about synapse. It's how they transfer chemicals, and they transfer this information from one neuron to the other through a synapse, that gap, that diffusion of chemicals. And for a synapse from the sensory neuron to the relay neuron. We haven't actually talked about the relay neuron before. The relay neuron is basically found in the brain or the spinal cord, the CNSs, and it allows the sensory neurons and the motor neurons to connect. It allows them to communicate their information. So we have a synapse here. So when impulses reach a synapse between sensory neurons and the relay neuron, they trigger chemicals to be released. These chemicals cause impulses to be sent along the relay neuron. And then the relay neuron goes round, and then we hit another synapse, as you could guess. They reach a synapse between, this is synapse here, between the relay neuron and the motor. And it transfers these chemicals and impulses. So impulses reach the synapse between the relay neuron and the motor neuron, and then these chemicals release and cause impulses to be sent along the motor neuron. I don't know how many times you want me to say impulses, but... And then these impulses travel along the motor neuron to the effector. For example, the muscle. And then this muscle, you know, this produces the response. It brings about change. No, that wasn't a joke. I don't know why I laughed at it. It actually does do that. And it will move your hand away from the bee so quick you won't even think about it. This happens so quick. I can't give you the statistics, and I'm going to find it, not right now, but if I post this, I'll give you how quickly this will happen in the description box. So head down there right now. So yeah, I'm going to draw that out for you. You've probably got it in your head, but in case you haven't, that's fine, because I'm here for just to drill it in there. I think there's nothing better than just drilling information that's already in your head. You know, say impulses another 100 times. Say we haven't really said that. Say neurons another 100 times. That's fine. I hope you guys made notes on that awful thing. I hope you can do it a lot neater than me. But I'm about to show you. I'm gonna do the best drawing that you'll ever see, and you're gonna be very impressed. So just hold on for that one. I'm just taking off the very, very good, the permanent, oh my god, the whiteboard markers, which aren't meant to stain, but they do, so that's great. That's as clean as I'm going to get it right now, lads. So let me just draw it out for you. Okay, so we came across a new word of relay neurons today, ladies and gentlemen. So if you didn't have that word down, make sure you can write that it connects the sensory neurons and the motor neurons, and they belong in the CNS. This is an arm. So a bee comes along. Bzz, 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 bzz. Bee. Oh my god, it's already started so badly. But that's the bee. And then you have the pain receptors. Here. Sting. This is sting. Ow. Actually, you don't say ow because that would be a response. Or you probably wouldn't even say ow anywhere if no one was... Anyway, stimulation. So you have this first number step. Number step 1. Stimulation of pain receptors. Okay? And then this is the impulses traveling And then you have the impulse. Sorry, I'm being very slow. I don't really know why. Number 2, the impulses travel along sensory neuron. And then number 4, we go here. We're going here. This is going to be like our, CNS, basically, our spinal cord or whatever. The impulses are getting sent along. Number 4, the impulses are passed along relay neuron. Are passed along relay neuron via synapse, which we should know about. If you don't, then you're doing this in the wrong order. Via synapse. I literally can't speak. Via relay neurons, and then number 5, the impulses. So it goes from relay neurons, then it goes from the relay neurons to the motor neurons. This is the motor neuron. So impulses via a synapse, because we go relay, synapse, motor, and then we go to the muscle. This is the muscle. And this causes the muscle to contract the impulses. And we'll move away as soon as that bee stings us. So, it might seem silly how it but it goes along. That's the end of my video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Please, if you're watching this, which you probably aren't because I don't really get any views, but that's fine. Because, 1 view, at least I'm kind of probably not helping someone. Okay, anyway, don't worry. So I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be.